Hello, hello, hello. It's me, ArtWorkOfDR, DJ Kitty Ruby, and it's a little late, but I'm filming the end of the Inktober journey. I'm gonna show you all the Inktober pieces that I did. I started out doing Inktober and drawing, but it became to be too much, so I decided to focus on Inktober. I did follow some of the prompts, but not all the prompts. I ended up just doing my own thing after a while. It just worked out better for me. And I'm going to not go exactly per day, because I already did one of these up till the 23rd day. And I can't remember all the order, and I should, but I just don't. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you all the stuff in the watercolor book first, and then I'm going to show you all the loose papers that I did, from the smallest size of paper to the biggest size of paper that I got. And then I'm going to show you stuff in my regular art journal draw book that I draw in, that I decided to test out and use a little bit of ink in, and it worked out pretty good. So here we go. Inktober 2017. Day 1. Bunny. Move my camera a little closer. There we go, that's better. Alright, so this is day 1. It was Swift and for Inktober, and then for Halloween it was the Undead or something like that, Back from the Dead. So I basically did a bunny who was coming out of his home who's a little dead. It's pretty cool. I like it. This was day 4 Inktober / Halloween. Something to do with pumpkin and comes from the deep. So I did a fish pumpkin, his little skeleton friends, a skeleton seahorse, and then an octopus coming from the depths below. And it was very murky water. I like that. I didn't really do any white highlights in this piece. I didn't think it really needed it. And then we have, don't remember what day this was, but this was an Inktober plus Halloween again. I think this was like day 6 or something, but it was like shy and creepy crawlies. So I did some shy little spiders. This little guy's got a present for the girl one. So cute. I like it. And I used white ink to do the web. No other white highlights, just the white ink to do the web. Oh, and then this one is just an Inktober piece. I did Lady Frankenstein. She's so pretty. I like her. I did the purple just as like an offset because of the green color was very intense. And of course some lightning. This one was later on in Inktober, but like I said, I'm not doing these in order because I'd be flipping back and forth between this book, these papers, and the other book. So yeah, but I like her. This was one of towards the end of Inktober as well. This is just a teenage girl out on Halloween, dressed up in Halloweenish clothes. She's being lit up by her cell phone. So half of her's all lit up. That is the end of that book. There's other pages in this book that aren't finished, but I used them for that. Okay, so like I said, these are not in order. These are just in like the smallest paper to the biggest paper. So here is, I think this was day 12. This was Shattered. This is a cloud card, the mirror card, and I basically just shattered her mirrors, and I shattered the card as well. The card had some shattered bits in it already, so that was kind of cool. My daughter has these cards, and they're really cool. She let me look at her card instead of having to look it up on the internet. This one was just another Inktober piece. And she is my moon bat witch, basically, because, you know, bats and stuff. She likes bats. I really like how this one turned out. She is on my Redbubble. So is the Clow card one. This was towards the end. This is on mixed media paper. And this is all done in Bombay India ink. And then outlined with my Micron purple pen multi-liner. Not perfect, but it looks really good. It didn't bleed through the paper, just a little bit. It warped the paper a little bit, but it worked pretty well. This one, I believe, was day 5. Yep, day 5. This is a fan piece of Long Live the Queen. It is a game that you can play off of Steam. I love that game. It's so cute. Basically, you try to become queen, and you have to learn how to do different things. By the time you turn 15, and she gets a magic outfit because of this Loomis power that she has. So I really like it. Turned out really good. This one was done in Copic, so it kind of bled through the paper a little bit, but really, really nice. This was day 2. This is Divided and Summons. They are divided on how to make this summoning potion. She wants to use potion vials, and she wants to use her herbs. This one's a very flamboyant witch, and this one's a more of a nature witch. They're sisters, and they're just doing magic together. There's all different kinds of things in the picture. It's all being lit up by the cauldron, so I really like how that one came out too. That one that was an original. This one is a fan art of Ruby from Rooster Teeth. I really love that anime. This one was Poison and Tombsday. So she's being poisoned. That's what, you know, the blood seeping out. She's being poisoned. And then this is her mother's tomb that she visits. She's obviously been in a battle, so she's kind of dirty. So I kind of smudged it a little bit. This was all done in Bombay India ink. And then I used my white jelly roll pen to do highlights. And a little bit of silver for sparkles in her eyes. And on her bonnet thing. This was Sword and Folklore Friday. I did the mighty sword, or Link's sword, you know, master sword. And the stone. Basically, I did the combination of Link Zelda story plus the sword and stone. I really like it. I really like how the background turned out in this piece. This is also on my Redbubble. You can get it as prints, and you can get it on clothing. It's really cool. Here is a fan art of my version of Catwoman. She's got her whip. She's got all kinds of cool accessories, and I did it in mostly grays and blacks, and then the background is blue and the moon, and then her lips are red, like a crimson red. I did it on watercolor paper because I was going to do it in ink, but it had gotten late, and I decided I didn't want to get my inks out, so I just kind of did it in my Copic markers, and yeah, so I like it. It looks cool. And then here's another fan art. This is Ponyo. I basically did it when they're a little bit older. I called this piece Ponyo Loves Ham because he's got a ham sandwich. He's coming back from school or going to school. I don't know exactly, but Ponyo, you know, loves ham and loves Sasuke, so yay! Because they're only like 5 in the movie, so I wanted to make them at least 10 or so. So made them a little older. He's got shoes on. Has his book bag. He has sandwich. He's got a hair clip. No shoes on. But yeah, I really like that one. This is my I really like this owl. It's basically like galaxy / paint splatter galaxy kind of look. I really like it. It's also on my Redbubble. I really like this one. This one I followed the prompt. Can't remember what the prompt was. It was something about delicate or something with a D. I can't remember now, but I really liked. I did Pipla and I can't remember this guy's name. Tortoise something or another. They're currently on my Redbubble, but it could be taken down because they look too close to the actual thing. I'm not sure. I've had it done before. But they're really cute. He fell. Piplup is very, you know, delicate and loves skating. It's very cute. Here is my Hocus Pocus fan art of the Sanders sisters. I really like how this one turned out. This is also done in Bombay India inks, and then I used my jelly roll pens to do all the shiny stuff. I have it in white, silver, and in gold, and in yellow. So this is what that one looks like. I really like this one. That one is also on my Redbubble. This one is what I'm calling my deity of stars. She basically watches over all the stars in the galaxy and takes care of them, and this orb lets her see the dreamers who wish upon the stars, and if she believes in your wish, she will grant your wish. She will let the stars grant your wish. This is an original piece. She's also on my Redbubble. I really like her. This one was for, oh, what was it? I can't remember the name. See, I'm not good at these. Like, I don't remember. I don't have the list in front of me, and I didn't really follow it anyway. But I think this day I did follow it, and I think it was like dirty or grimy or something. And I basically just made Slimer getting stuff out of the trash. And he's got these nasty bubble smelly clouds. So I really like that one. Here is my Superwoman or Wonder Woman. She I really like her too and how she turned out. We finally watched the movie, so she's very shiny. I used this really cool, what is it called? Perfect Pearl Essence powder. You just add water and you paint with it like it's paint, and basically, like, it's really cool. And then here is my Forest Spirit, Tree Spirits piece from Princess Mononoke. This is also in my Redbubble shop. This is Denim Bombay India ink washes as well. And then I just added a little bit of my Jelly Roll yellow for some sunlight in the back. So I really like this piece. Alright, now we're getting into my sketchbook. This one was day 9 or 10, 9 I think. And I did a crow or a raven on a skull of some beast. I hadn't originally planned on making it a full black, but they didn't work out the way I was doing before. So I just made the whole thing black, and then I used my jelly roll to make the feathers. I really like it. And I just had the silver and gold kind of going around, illuminating. Here is day 10. This is Morgana Le Fray, or at least my version of Morgana Le Fray. I really liked how it came out. I did cross-hatching in the background for some shading, made some bricks, made some floating candles, another crow or raven. I think that one's a crow. And then I did Raven for day 11 from Teen Titans. She's one of my favorite Teen Titans out of all the Teen Titans. This is a cow slash alien, I guess, hybrid thing. She has 3 eyes. She's very pretty. Really like how she came out. I drew her while at my in-laws' house doing laundry. And then here's another day. This was done in Bombay India inks. Kind of warped the paper a little bit, but not too bad. She is a demon back from the dead. She's been stitched back together, and she's paying her respects, and she's on her summoning rug, and she's got water, crystals, a skull, candle, and some sage. But yeah, she's, you know, very cool. I like her. This is kind of fan arty, but not really, because she's not a real character. I basically based her off of Sailor Moon and Mini Moon. Kind of made my own. She's got 2 heart buns in her hair. And her color is purple. These things are purple. Really like it. I dropped some colorless blender from the Copic markers. I just dropped some in, and then I went back over in other colors and filled it in, and it looks really cool. Here is another fan art piece. This one is from Kiki's Delivery Service from before she takes off to do her training. It was inked, outlined in my Copic outliner, and then also in my fine liner. And then I basically used Copics, and I used a little bit of my watercolor brushes, but mostly Copics. Like this and this is Copics. Her dress and stuff, I didn't have the right color, so I just used my watercolor marker pens, brushes. Here is Rogue from X-Men. Her hands are not perfect, but I'm not very good at hands. I tried. I made her a little bit more voluptuous, because girls gotta have some curves. I like girls with curves. I like the old school version of Rogue, so I went for that. Here was another day where I was kind of rushed for time, so I kind of just made a quick sketch and then just used my Copics to color it in. So this is like a little cat witch doing a show on a stage. So it's done all in Copics. And then here was the last day, and I did this in my Bombay India inks. It is a little girl dressed up like Luna from Sailor Moon. She is gorging out on this huge bowl of candy, even though it says take 1. So that is the end of my Inktober journey. Basically, there are days where the piece was fully thought out, fully designed, fully sketched out, worked on for hours, and then there's days where it was kind of rushed and they're not perfect, but it still counts because I did something that day in ink. I like the pieces that I focused more time on a lot better. I do really like this piece. It was not fully thought out, but it turned out pretty good. But I made it through the whole month. I'm so proud of myself. There were a few days where I had to play catch up a little bit. So some of these pieces will be available on my Redbubble shop. to be used on items, which I'm so excited for. And I keep seeing ads on YouTube, and they're showing some of my artworks on there, so yay. If you watched my last video, shows it on there. So if you guys can check me out on Redbubble, ArtWorkOfDR. You can plan on trying to make more videos and posting them here. I'm working on paintings right now. I need to get paintings done because paintings are for family members and things like that. But I had a lot of fun with Inktober, and I'm proud of myself for completing it. I'm proud of everybody else who completed it this year. If you plan on trying it next year, I suggest finding what works for you. If you try the prompts and you find that they don't necessarily work for you, then go ahead and do your own thing. That's perfectly fine. I started with prompts, and occasionally I would try to go back to the prompts. I don't know, I don't know why, but not every prompt came with a great idea for me. So that's why I kind of just went and did my own thing, like fan arts and stuff. I just really love fan art, and I love, doing new materials, and ink washes are a lot of fun. So that is why I went that route. I suggest this challenge for anybody who's trying to push themselves. Just make sure you don't have too much planned for the month of October as already. For me, I had working on paintings planned, and so I was trying to focus on both, and it didn't really work out at first. So then I had to just focus on Inktober and do other things when I had time to do them. So if you're going to do Inktober, I definitely suggest trying to do what you know you can do in the time amount that you have, because you're supposed to do a piece every day. I know some people kind of planned ahead before Inktober started and pre-sketched things or wrote down their ideas, things like that. If that's what works for you, do that. There's no rule against it. The only rules are that you draw something in ink. It doesn't have to be, you can pre-sketch it. You don't have to pre-sketch it with pencil, but you can. Inking it with, outline pen, multi-liners, using ink pens, things like that. All that's welcome. A lot of people do black and white. I'm more of a colorful person, so I used my colors of Bombay India ink, which to me made my pieces really pop and stand out. If you have time to fully envision a whole piece, awesome, do that. But if you don't have that, as long as you make a piece, I feel like that was your day, and that's fine. I know for myself, I have days where it looks really cool. I had days where I needed more work, but all in all, it was a finished piece, and I was proud of myself every time I finished a piece. So those were my pieces, and I do have my Redbubble up, and I will be adding more and more pieces to it. So if you guys want to check that out, that's awesome. I also still have my GoFundMe page going, so that way I can make prints at home, because there are prints that I'm not going to be able to post on Redbubble due to the fact that they are fan arts and might look a little too similar, so they won't allow me to sell them on there. So yeah, I would really like to be able to make my own prints so that all my artworks can be printed and shown off. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little video, and I hope to see you guys come back again. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed already, to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell button so you get your notifications of when my videos pop up. Alright guys, again, thank you for all your guys' support emotionally, and just hitting that like button on the videos and commenting and all that stuff is awesome. Thank you guys so much.